Right next to me is my friend El Bedir, who says he's watched a lot of movies, and he's gonna be sitting with me right now, criticizing my short films. What's your favorite movie, actually, before we start?
Oh, that's a nice question. My favorite movie. I have a lot of movies. I mean, you can't answer that question if you love movies. You always have a bunch of them, you know.
You're right.
But my favorite movies goes from Django Unchained, Tokyo Story, which is an old movie, and most people don't like. But it's for someone who watches a lot of movies, I feel like Tokyo Story is really good. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, great movie, and there's a lot of movies, man.
Okay. Now we've created a tier list. This tier list includes all of my short films. Let's just honestly dive into it.
Yeah.
Let's dive into it.
Okay, but let me before we start, I'm seeing these movies from the lens of a movie viewer. Okay? Hopefully I'm not going to offend anybody except Abdul. But yeah.
I'll take it, guys.
But like, I'm not going to offend anybody. I'm just going to say it, my opinion, as a viewer, as someone who watches a lot of movies, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your first movie?
The Time Traveler was my first movie.
Okay. So the movie starts with good music. The choice of music is good. The this introduction, we see like a James Bond introduction to the character, which is you. And then you go to the house. What was coming after?
So I went into the house and then tried to drink something from the fridge and
then
someone snuck in the background.
we see this shadow. Nice touch. It just puts like mystery in the mind of the viewer. Honestly, the movie idea is good. I feel like the movie is good, and the composition, like where the camera is put, is very nice.
Mm-hmm. I can't take credit for any of those.
I know. I'm coming to you. Don't worry.
I'm just saying because I don't want people.
We have 5 movies. There's something on you. They'll come to. So what was else? I liked the color grading. Not the color. I think did they use a real blue tint?
We actually had lights, and he put the blue cover on one light, and then he would put the red cover on the other light. Do you know what the lights signify?
What does it?
So the red light is the original me, the me from the beginning.
Oh
and the blue light represents the time travel.
The time travel.
That version.
Yeah. So the blue light is the time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a criticism for the directing.
Ooh, open message to Deshaun. From El Bedr.
Don't make it.
No, I'm joking.
Don't make it a beat.
There's no beat. Don't worry.
Yeah. But
everything I say is jokes.
But there's one moment when you were, I think, pressing on the phone trying to open the password.
Oh yeah, just to get the flashlight.
This was kind of like the climax. This was the climax of the story, right?
Yeah.
And like, this is the height of the emotion. We were sitting there and we were like, ooh. But we didn't see the face of the guy who was unable to open it. We see the face. Like, that was a really good moment to see your emotion, right?
You're right, that is. Because I'm like fumbling, I'm nervous, I'm like shaking.
Yeah, but the camera was only on the phone. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see what you mean.
So if it had if the camera went on your face, back to the phone, into your face, the emotions will be used much better for the viewer. Your acting is good, I think, for the most part.
I guess I'm more critical of myself.
But I'm gonna, for the rest of the movies, I felt like there are some other movies that you had a much more suitable role for yourself, a role more expressive. I feel like you like to express yourself.
I do like to express.
And this was
love being.
Yeah. This was a bit more conservative for you, so you didn't shine as you should. And like the time traveling effect when it did happen, it was cool. It was really cool.
Okay.
So, chapeau for that. And then the jacket was nice. Whoever chose that jacket is a person with a good eye.
As the wardrobe designer and the costume designer of that short film, I chose the outfits.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
I went through, meticulous choosing. Let me explain it to you. I opened my closet and I had to choose. I was like, wow, what would really match the vibe right now? Yo, it's kind of cold outside. That jacket looks pretty nice.
It looked very nice. I'm going to give you credit for that. So the whole sequence was really good. I feel like shooting outside is very difficult. And so for the rating,
Okay.
Time Traveler. You know, I might change the rating of the movies as we go.
As we go, that's fine.
Yeah, just
You got full freedom.
yeah. You know, I'm gonna rate it relative to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So Time Traveler, I feel like it has its cons, it has its pros. The ending was nice. Was an end closure, nice closure. I will put the Time Travel in the B section. It's good.
You know, in my opinion, I really like the idea of the time traveler.
Me too.
I liked what Deshaun had in mind. Like, he doesn't tell you, hey, you know, like, you don't understand what's happening until you realize, oh shoot, the reason there was someone passing by the window.
Yeah, there was
passing
interconnections.
there.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm an over-explainer. So when it comes to anything, I'm gonna over-explain it. I'll make like it'll be so bad that it's like shoved down your throat.
Right.
But
for thrillers, you need someone.
You need that.
You need to concise or like leave out information for the viewer to think of. And I think the job of a thriller short film is to make you thrilled. And I think it actually succeeded in that.
Okay, that's good. Now the second short film is A Girl with a Gun.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
This movie is really good. I really like this movie.
Really?
The fight scene
Oh,
is so cool.
Okay, I'm glad.
Like for a short film, I don't know what the budget was.
There was no budget. It was my dad's Dukan. That was the budget, and we did not pay for it.
But no, the fight scene was actually very good for a short film, and you know, it was.
There was one thing I was sad
It
about.
was semi believable, not semi. It was believable. For some parts, it was semi believable. Like when he fall and you headed him, but we didn't see the headbutt. I only knew that you headbutted him after I saw a review from you on the movie.
Oh yes, I did.
So that's the only way I knew that you actually headbutted him. To the ground.
I was one thing that I was sad about. When I did the kick,
Yeah.
the kick was all I wanted. I told him I want a scene where I kick, because I love kicking.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I love kicking.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't see the kick.
I know. When I saw it,
so-
and I was like, no. I wish
So
we could have saw
it looked like he fell down from nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
But like for the rest of the fight, it was an awesome fight.
There was one thing that I didn't like was towards the end, it was more improv where I was like, you know, this with him. So a lot of my words were just cuss words that I would say.
But let me say something. I felt like really hit the point.
Okay.
Like your acting in this movie was great.
Okay. That's the kind of stuff that I like.
Especially like there's really very few actors who actually can act good when they're angry. Because it's easy to overdo it and it's easy to underdo it, so you can't feel anything. But I think you actually did a really good job with the acting.
Okay, I'm glad. That was one thing that I was like, oh, I feel like I went too much. Because even a lot of the fans, usually I don't really cuss when I live stream or I try not to. I cuss, of course.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh, you cussed. And I'm like, because I try to make it where I don't cuss or where I, lessen it. So in that moment, like when this one came out, it had a lot of cursing. So a lot of like the cops were like, oh, when did you start cursing this much? Or, oh, when did you? I was like, oh, shoot, maybe there was too much in this movie. But yeah, I'm glad. That one was really fun to shoot.
It looked like it.
Yeah.
It looked like, I'm going to be honest with you, it looked like it was fun shooting it. It looked like you were having fun playing the actor, the role.
Because I was like,
and
spy action. I love that kind of stuff.
and then the end when the girl had the gun and she shot at them. But the story wasn't that obvious. That's the only criticism I have. The story wasn't obvious. I had to go to your review to understand what was happening.
Because I give a lot of plot review for that one.
Yeah,
right?
so I understood the plot from your review. And in movies you have to
understand.
set it instantly. You have to tell a story about it.
I will mention that one was a 1 weekend thing where he wrote the script on Friday. We shot it on Saturday. He edited it on Sunday and he submitted it. So it was for a competition.
Chapeau for that, I'm telling you. But that
I
doesn't
agree.
take anything.
It doesn't. No. It doesn't take away.
Please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm the critic. I'm telling you.
I'm not trying to. I'm just.
I'm
actually,
giving you
giving
my honest reaction, my honest opinion, and I don't care how much. I'm gonna see the results and criticize the results.
Okay.
Huh?
That's fair.
Good?
That's very
Okay.
fair.
I think for this movie,
Wait.
for your acting, it should be an A. But
Because of the movie. We're ranking the movie.
we're ranking the movie. I think the movie will go as a B. I think good. It's a good movie.
Okay.
Could be better. Could be
Be better or be worse?
Oh,
Oh,
No,
we
I
can
think-
come back later if you want.
I think better
Okay.
because of the action scene.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, it's the action scene
I love
should
action.
take a lot of credit. I know that the Time Traveler had a more clear,
Plot.
The composition was really nice, but a Girl with the Gun had this action sequence. The directing was good, and the acting was really good. The girl, the guy you were fighting, and you. So yeah, it was. I think it was very enjoyable to watch.
I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad. That's good. The next movie we uploaded was A Hero's Journey.
A Hero's Journey.
Yes. Now, I guess I'll give a little bit of backstory on this one.
Okay.
This was one of the director's projects, Deshaun's projects, that he had to do for one of his filmmaking classes. And it was one of his like big things. So this was like the one where he was like, "Hey, there's gonna be a big scene. There's gonna be, like this is where I want you to bring in a lot."
Okay, so the Hero's Journey. The story was that you wanted to make a project for your professor,
For my filmmaking class.
yeah, and you weren't getting it right, but in the end you actually did. So I think the film, as a message, as a morality, as something to understand after, it was clear, concise, and it had a message, and I like that. I felt that the movie was not as good as the others. I felt like the dialogue was unnatural for most of the parts of the movies. The acting was pretty robotic. The camera placement or the scenes were shot like amateurishly. The movie, I would put that in the C.
See?
Yeah.
Okay. No, honestly, I will say, I guess, this during the process. Because my personality was the opposite of what I had to act in there.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
to me, I
felt
feel
so,
like,
yeah.
if I was going off, like, and then she crept on this and that, I'd be like, I don't know. I feel like me personally, in that movie, I'd be acting differently. But
Yeah.
I had to act like someone who's limited. And I don't like limiting myself normally. So it was just very hard to, break into the mindset. And I also think I understand why the acting's robotic. I think this one was on me. Like I said earlier, I'm a procrastinator. So when it comes to lines and everything, there would be times where it would be like, where Deshaun would be stuck for an hour reshooting the same thing that I had to say.
Yeah.
And it would be like the long paragraph, the monologue ones. The monologue scenes where I'd have to say something for really long, I'd have to go over and then over. I'd forget a part, or I'd jumble it up, or I'd mess it up, or I wouldn't say it really that well, or I would say it too fast, or I would say it too monotone, or too expressive.
So you were the problem, Abdul.
I was.
You
I did
were
not
the
prepare
virus.
well enough. I
Okay.
did not prepare.
Because it makes a difference.
It does. It really
When
does.
one person reshoots, it takes the energy of the crew,
It does. It does.
And Deshaun, you should fire this guy.
There was one person that I think had really good acting, and it was the professor.
Yeah, the professor
I
felt
think
like
she
a
was
professor.
good.
Yeah,
She was
Yeah,
good.
yeah, the professor
She
actually
was
felt real.
Because I think here's the difference. I'm an actor because I willed it. I was like, you know what? I'm an actor. No
Yeah.
training, no learning, no nothing. I just went into it.
That's
and I
not
was
how
like, this is
actors
what I
do it,
wanna
man.
do.
That's not how actors
That's
do it.
true. But she's going about it the right way. I went about it because this is what I want to do, and I don't know how to go about it the right way. Because going about it the right way, you're going to have to it's super
revisit it,
expensive,
yeah.
it's super
Practice.
risky, and it's super... But if I create the system that we need to create movies, then I can learn and grow with that system, if that makes sense.
It does.
So
in C,
A Hero's Journey in C tier. Now, the next movie is A Lone Woman.
oh,
Lone Woman.
This movie is really good.
Yeah. Oh my God, this movie.
It's a really good movie.
I think it's my favorite. It's my favorite one that I've been in.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
You acted awesome in this movie. I felt like your acting was on point. The camera angles was really good. We had this high view of the characters. The guys who were acting with you were very good. The aesthetic of the movie was really nice. To be honest with you, it was really cool, really nice movie. Shows that the people who were working behind the movie knew exactly how they wanted the movie to look like, black and white. Really weird ending, surreal plot story, but I accept that if that comes with a really nice movie, like a really good looking movie like that. So tell me, how did you shoot it? The locations were really nice too.
Yes. We actually have a burnt down hospital in Birmingham, and it's an abandoned hospital. We recorded the movie in front of it, and we recorded it in a parking deck that's also abandoned.
So this whole movie was recorded
in an abandoned parking deck.
Birmingham.
The story was that hospital that's burnt down, the villain at the end was the one that burned down the hospital. He was the one that blew it up. And then there was one scene that was cut, or one scene that we couldn't record. That boss villain, did you see how he had blood on himself at the end? Yeah. He killed me. He shot me. So the scene was going to be him shooting me. And then that's where the blood...
Did you actually do that scene?
We did it. The movie was in the same context where come up with the idea Friday, record it Saturday, edit it Sunday, and submit it for the film festival.
Ah, okay.
There's a lot of film festivals here. We should make movies for them.
I agree.
Anytime, because there's, I think, a few different organizations that make film festivals, and anyone can submit to them.
I agree with you.
And even ones in Huntsville, even ones in Tennessee, we should submit and go. Future plans.
Cut it off.
Secret. Cut it off. So yeah, and I really enjoyed it. It was so much fun. Even I didn't prepare for it.
You didn't prepare for it?
He sent me the script.
If you don't prepare for your roles, how do you know what to say? Do you just read it?
I prepare in the car while I'm driving.
Really?
Yeah. So he sent me the script, and it looked really bad on me because it's my first time working with this guy. He sent me the script the night before, and I was already too tired, so I went to sleep. Because it was like all in one weekend, right? He made the script on Friday, and we were shooting Saturday. Yeah. And I had the Quran competition the next day, that same morning. And then so I went to the Quran competition, then I went to this. Yeah. Like back to back. So I couldn't even like memorize because I'm in that portion I'm memorizing Quran. So I can like finish that. And then after I was like done with the competition, I was rushing driving there, and I'm like, it's like 10, 15, 20 minutes. I have the script on my phone. Okay. No, say this. I get there, and we're doing it, and we reshoot a few times. But I'm sitting there and I'm focusing so hard to make sure it comes out right, it goes good, and it didn't take us as much time to reshoot. It's a problem.
I didn't know you did all of that, but what I saw in the movie that you acted really good. All the actors really acted good, but you had your own light in the movie. I feel like when you are given a more expressive role,
I'm good.
Yeah,
because that's
you
natural
good for some reason.
It's natural.
Yeah, it's natural. It's more natural for you to get into like characters who are expressive, angry, show emotions.
Yeah, and my character in that one, I was a spy, and she was also a spy. So I already knew, like, I'm gonna die. If I die, I die. That's how.
The beginning sequence was really cool. It felt like
They had professional camera and everything. They had that big camera that they have to take on the thing and they have to move it like this.
I've seen a movie.
And they go like this, and then they have to.
There's a movie called La Samurai. Les Samurai. It's a French movie. It's a really cool movie.
Les Samurai.
Yeah, and he's not a samurai or anything. He's just a French guy who's a serial killer, and he's super cool. And I felt like same vibe.
I would love that. That would be such a cool role. Just imagine like.
It is, and he works like the
cap?
Yeah, the cap and all that.
A fedora?
Not the fedora.
Okay.
Like the mafia.
Cap.
Yeah, the cap.
Okay.
So yeah, this movie goes to think relative to the rest of the movies, this goes to the S tier.
Relative. And
This is the best movie there is.
I agree. I think this one was my favorite. Now, the last movie we recorded, The Vision. This movie was more cinematography. This was to show off his camera skills.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it did show. It did show.
Because he also got a new camera. He got a super expensive, like
The camera,
movie camera and
the
everything.
color grading is a whole other level than the other movies. I feel like if the color grading and the camera was the things that showed in this movie was in the other films, it would have made them a lot better. Especially for the girl with the gun. I feel it just needed this kind of look.
Yeah.
I feel if it needed a look like a color grading, a filter or something.
I think you're right. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
The vision is nice.
Mhm.
Visually very nice. The story. What was the story?
Okay, so this part is what I wanted to explain.
Yeah.
So the story actually was like more of a twist. We didn't say it. We didn't make it public. We didn't make it clear.
Yeah.
The movie begins and it's like a dreamlike state. You know,
It looks like it. Yeah.
flowers, the beauty. It's
And
botanical
everything
gardens.
is kind
It's
of
in
blurred.
Birmingham.
Everything is kind of blurred to a certain degree
Mhm.
to make it feel like a dream. Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually a dream. I was dreaming that entire time. I was in a dream. Did you know that?
No.
So Deshaun translated what he wanted to translate. You said it looked like a dream, and that's what he tried to make it look for.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point.
Yeah, and he tried to make that look like a dream, right? Because in this movie, I've lost my vision. I'm blind. That I can't, I can't see anything, but I used to be able to see, but now I can't. So in the dream that I'm having, it's like I'm going to shoot, right? And I'm looking for a location to shoot the film at. It's like I'm experiencing this beauty, this thing, this whatever. By the end, it's revealed, he's walking me down the street. He's like, oh, let's go. Come on, you're ready. And I'm just like staring, not staring at anything in particular, trying to show that I'm blind. I think that was very hard to show. The difference between a blind person and a person that can see is sunglasses and cane, and no sunglasses and cane.
I mean, but you did. I did understand that you're blind. In the end sequence, when you guys were crossing the street, it was obvious. I understood that.
His style, what he likes to do is he wants to make a cameo in all his films. Just like even if he's like the crew or if he's like the background.
There's a lot of big directors with this kind of stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. So I feel like the movie editing wise was really good. Aesthetic wise, very nice. Plot wise, I mean, it seems like it actually served the same purpose that it was created for. Before I rate this movie, I think I'm gonna change some ratings.
Ooh, rating change time, put the alert. All right, what's up?
Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay, so
I gotta be,
yeah, this is your channel, man. This is your channel. I'm not saying anything. I criticize this movie as well.
No, you're chilling.
Okay. These two, one of them needs to go to the A tier. One of them is better than the other.
So you did say this one was the B+ tier, meaning it's better than the Time Traveler. Is this the one that you're saying is A?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'll go to A.
And now, The Vision. Where would you place that among them?
The Vision, I think it will go to, I think based on intention wise and
A, yes.
how the director went for it, I think I'll put it on the A tier. So are you content with this ranking?
Oh, I mean, this is your list. This
I know,
is your ranking.
Yeah, but are you
happy
I
with
mean,
it?
you had your opinion on it.
I'm happy with your ranking. Let me tell you my opinion on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I agree. I think that one was my favorite movie that I recorded, especially what I love about it is how unique it is. It's black and white.
It is.
It's in like a square format, not your regular movie format. It's old-timey.
It feels so experimental.
It's experiment, exactly.
Yeah,
it's
the
unique.
dialogue is really cool. The last scene with the boss, I think.
Yeah, eating the apple. It was so cringe.
Was it an apple or was it something else? I'm pretty sure it was something else.
I'm not sure what it was, but it was
A
sort of like
mango
an
or something.
No, it was an apple. If you're saying mango, then it was an apple.
A pumpkin. It was something. It was something really weird, and it was on his face. And the movie looked like
Oh, corn. He was eating corn.
corn. Yeah, that was it. It was corn.
But they focused on the noise of the corn.
Yeah,
You know what?
yeah, yeah.
His intention was to make you.
The audio was really good, but on all levels, the movie was really good. Where's the briefcase? I felt like
Where is the briefcase?
yeah, it was going where it wanted to go, and it was a nice experience.
So this movie, I don't know. Okay, I guess it's probably like opinion bias. So when this movie come out and I saw, like at first I loved it, and since I haven't seen it in a long time or I haven't rewatched it in a while, the only thing that I'm thinking about is like, oh, I cuss too much, or oh, like I. So to me it was like way lower. So when you put it there, I was like, oh wow, okay, that movie was better, probably because I haven't watched it in a long time, and I just associated the comments or I associated the negative.
Yeah.
Instead of what
They
it was.
corrupted your opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie was really nice. It was enjoyable.
I love the action scene.
It was the
fun.
most enjoyable because of the action scene.
Yeah. And I love that kind of. That's what I want. That's what I tell Deshaun. I'm like, I send him text like I just get random epiphanies in the middle of the night. Oh my god! Imagine an action scene. Imagine a movie where like this and this is happening. It's crazy. And I send him the entire thing. He's like, I got you, man. We'll get there.
I think your acting was really good.
And then when it comes to the Vision, that one, I liked it because I didn't have to think for a lot of it. It was just I just chilled,
Yeah.
It's just me chilling. I'm like looking at the flowers.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. This was more Deshaun than me. It was more about him and his skills and his cinematography and how
It really shined.
Yeah.
Deshaun
Oh, great.
really shined this movie. This movie. Was it the last movie you guys did?
This was the last movie we did.
Yeah, I think this is
Where
it
he
shows,
has
it shows
his
like,
skills.
Yeah,
he has the camera. He's like gotten up. He's like leveled up.
There's a lot of improvement. I think he's a great talent.
I agree. For me, I know for a fact the Time Traveler, there's like a lot of issues. There's some continuity issues that I was looking at you while we were watching it to see if you picked up on it. So in the beginning of the scene where I sat on the desk, I had the phone already right here. But then in the scene where I call my dad, I pull it out of my pocket. And no one noticed that.
Yeah, nobody noticed.
You didn't know.
I don't think.
But I noticed, so it was bothering me. So I was like sitting there. I was like,
because you made it. when you make something, you're more, more aware of the problems. But
I really liked it. I think even I think what goes for this is another bias. Even my first ever YouTube video is still one of my favorite videos that I've ever made.
It's personal, huh?
It's personal.
Yeah.
And I think now a hero's journey.
I think this movie was made without, we say in Arabic, بدون نفس. Like he was forced to make it.
I agree.
Someone was forced to make this movie. You, baby. Huh?
I was in a bad time at that moment, so I was.
Probably.
Yeah, I was very burnt out and distracted.
Yeah, because other movies feel like more lively. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was like in the stage of
bit of coldness.
where I'm like my brain. Yeah, it's like I have this thing where I start off insanely strong at the beginning of a semester.
Yeah.
And then I crash halfway through, and then everything falls apart bad.
Yeah, it's
and it was in that stage of I'm burnt out and everything's falling apart now.
Yeah.
But the structure is already there. I just have to show up and do the work that I need to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't fair to Deshaun. I did prepare some of the scenes, of course, because I'm not gonna. But for some of the more I could have prepared more, and that goes for all of the films. I could have prepared more, went over my lines more, studied them more, figured out the character more, and that's something I'm gonna do for future movies.
Because the idea is there. There's a hero journey, and you're going through the journey of a hero to understand the journey of a hero. So there's an idea, and there's the story, and there's the characters. But do you think the ranking is fair for them?
I think it's fair.
Okay.
I think it's very fair. From all of these, I would say it belongs there. Out of all of them.
Relatively to those.
Relatively, yeah. I agree, and I think it also suffered because it was a longer movie.
Oh, is it? How many minutes was it?
It's around 18. It's like 16 to 20. So I
Really?
think it's around 18 minutes or 16 minutes.
Maybe.
But yeah, so that's the tier list. That's anybody's tier list of the short films. If I was to rank them, I would put it like.
We said that. I mean, the vision did it actually?
It solved its goal.
Yeah. This is what
Yeah.
we ranked it for.
I agree. I guess this would be my ranking.
Okay.
But that's because I have that view. I need to watch that again. But anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Something's coming soon, guys. A big project. All right. Keep your eyes open. Just be aware. You'll see.
Keep it calm.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Yeah. That's it. I forgot how I usually do this. It's been a while.
Pass it on.
Bye.